Hey everyone, Newbie Snake here. How are you all doing today? So after testing out different team combinations and ninja gear combinations meticulously, and also after many attempts, I was finally able to come up with a team that can easily defeat Sasuke in this event mission, and is also able to achieve all of the requirements. So let's get started. Alright, so we're doing the Super S rank mission. Alright, so as usual, there are three different requirements. The first one being you'll need to complete the whole battle within 70 turns. And you will need to keep everyone alive on your team, so meaning including your friend, none of you guys can die, alright? And finally, you need to achieve S rank rating for this whole mission. And let's take a look at the reward. If you're able to complete all these requirements, you'll be able to get the 5 stars guaranteed gacha ticket. If this is your first time clearing the mission, you'll be able to get the recipe, all right, for making the ninja gear, which is the cloak for the eagle or hawk team. I think that's how you translate it, right? But anyways, so that's the team that Sasuke formed with what, Karen and the other two guys, all right? I think his name is Suigetsu, and I forgot the other guy who looks like Choji. Anyways, so let's move on. So these are the available drops. Okay. Okay, the special part about this, okay, wait, actually, let's click on this strategy button first. So the special part about this whole event mission is similar to a previous one where it's how should I say it? It's exclusive to certain attribute characters, and for this event mission is only exclusive to units with the black attribute. So only units with the black attribute can enter this mission. So if you're using attributes who has the red or yellow or blue or the white attribute, they won't be able to enter. All right, so similar to the past event, but I didn't have time during that time, so I couldn't record a video for you guys. I'm so sorry, I apologize, but when it comes back in the future, I'll try my best to do that. I believe we just had one where you can only use the red attribute units. All right, so anyways, this time you can only use the black attribute units. All right, so, and they're very limited units for the black attribute, so I'll show you in a second. I don't have all of them anyways, but anyways, let's take a look. There's only one battle in this whole mission, and we're fighting Uchiha Sasuke. All right, and his weaknesses are dust type skill and unique type skills. All right, and he's strong against the no type or the miscellaneous type skills. And then finally, he's totally immune to Sharingan, fire type, and electric type. All right, so let's take a look at the skills he uses. He mainly uses electric type skill, all right, and his blaze type skills. So his blaze type is basically the Amaterasu that, you know, burns everything around you. Well, in the comic, anyways. Anyway, so what it does is it'll deal single target damage, and it'll leave you with the black flame status. So you take damage per turn, right? This is actually his main skill, and then he will usually follow up with like a Chidori. On like he hits on the floor, and it deals damage, electric type damage to your whole team. All right, and he will also use his other Chidori or electric type moves, and what he does is he'll deal a single target damage to your single target, and then also has a chance to paralyze your unit. Okay, and I believe the chance is quite high, so I equipped size picture book. I'll show you in a second. So anyways, finally he has the Sharingan type skill, which is his Susanoo. All right, what it does is it'll buff his own defense and stuff like that. All right, but it'll decrease his HP per turn. Okay, so now let's start. And one of the special part you see here is that you cannot use your regular friends. So I believe they probably figured out that, you know, some people we're able to easily get through the previous, event missions where it's like an attribute locked, like locked to a specific attribute. I guess that's a better translation. Anyways, so they locked it to the red attribute, the previous event, but we were able to get through it by using, some really OP friends like Hashirama or Tsunade to get through it. But this time, they locked out all of your friends, so basically you cannot use your regular friends. You can only use the 6 they have provided to you. For me, for my strategy, anyways, I recommend using Onoki. All right. That's what I'm going to use anyways. And this is actually my team, all right? And again, I have meticulously tested out almost every combinations that I, like for the units that I own, all right? And the ninja gear that I have. I have pretty low tier ninja gear, as you can see, comparing to other people, right? Especially, again, shout out to the Naruto Facebook group, especially the guys in the Facebook group. They have like really OP items, okay? Anyways, so I've tried out a lot of different combinations, but for me, this is what works the best for me. Okay, I haven't had the chance to actually take a look at how everyone else beat it yet. So maybe I'll do it afterwards. But anyway, so here are the units that I used. But before that, I'll show you what units are available. All right. So basically, these are units that I have that are black attributes. Basically, I have Itachi, Sasuke, Kakashi, 8 Tails, and then Kimimaro, Naruto, Shikamaru, Gaara, and Jiraiya. All right. So it's pretty limited. And for those of you who are lucky and you guys have Madara is also black attributes, then maybe you can use him because he has a really high damage, right? But I find it's not exactly necessary to have Madara, so that's why I went with my Onoki to do the job. All right, but what you cannot use is basically Kakashi, Itachi, and Sasuke, because Sasuke uses electric type and fire type, so that other Sasuke you're fighting against is totally immune to it, so you deal 0 damage, so he's out, he's totally useless. Kakashi, he uses Sharingan, alright, so he will deal no damage to Sasuke as well. And his buff, he only buffs your whole team's attack by 50%. Shikamaru can actually do that, and he does it better because there's a chance to lower Sasuke's defense down by 40%. So he's kind of out too. And also Itachi, again, Sharingan user. You don't even need to consider him. Over here with 8 Tails. 8 Tails is a farmable character, but he will not be useful because he uses electric type and taijutsu, so he's not going to deal a lot of damage. By a lot, I mean we would like to deal over like 50k damage, all right? So because this Sasuke has a lot of HP, so you're not going to use him. And Kimimaro, I actually tried Shikamaru, I used Jiraiya. The only one I didn't really try was Gaara, because actually I tried him during the lower tier levels, but I think he's not going to make it at Super S rank. So anyways, I tested out a lot between Kimimaro, Shikamaru, and Orochimaru. Orochimaru, the buff or the debuff doesn't actually work for Super S rank. I haven't really tried out for other tiers as well. But Super S rank, he basically misses all his debuff, so he's out. And Kimimaro was okay out of the 3 because Shikamaru will not debuff the enemy team's defense. Like, I think the chance is really low. So what I used all the time was Kimimaro for attack damage, but at the end he still couldn't dish out enough damage. So because I always had 2 Onoki, right? And then my other one, this one, was level 1. So I was like, why don't I just level him to level 80 and just use him, man? Because he's really OP for this mission, right? Usually I don't use him. He's not really useful most of the time. But for this mission, he's actually quite useful. And surprisingly, I originally thought Naruto was not going to be really useful. But at the end, because I figured out a strategy that will work the best, so that's why I took him. So the strategy I'm using, guys, let me tell you now, as you can see, is a burst type team. Because for the black attribute units, there is basically no healers, and there's basically no support units that can buff your whole team's defense or whatever. That is black attributes. So what I can only do is try to burst down the enemy team, but I couldn't burst with Kimimaro at like a super S rank. So we can actually burst with 2 Oonokis, because one of them can burst about 55,000 to 60,000. The default computer AI friend, he can burst about 60,000 above. So if you have 3, imagine the damage, right? My second one is going to deal way lower damage because his skill level is only level 1, whereas my original Oonoki, his skill level is level 8, all right? So my idea here is to burst down the enemy. And the reason why I chose Jiraiya is because out of all of the black attribute units that I have, his leader ability seems to be most useful. Basically what he does is he'll actually increase your whole team's, regardless of their attributes, it'll increase the whole team's HP by 20%. And also Sage mode skill damage will be increased by 20%. So if you guys don't have Madara like me, then he'll be a good leader. But if you have Madara, he actually buffs everyone's attack by 30%, right? And then fire type skill damage by 20, I believe. But anyways, so both pretty good. I actually prefer Jiraiya because you actually need the HP to survive Sasuke's damage. Sasuke can literally 1-hit kill your units, or 2 hits. So basically, other than the strategy, your team combination, you actually will need some pretty good ninja gear. And then on top of the ninja gear combination, you actually will need some good luck, all right? Because I have actually beaten this mission about 10 times and more. And sometimes you just get really unlucky. Sasuke will just target the same target like twice in a row. And if he does that, your unit's out, all right? Then you have to just reattempt. Just keep playing until you can finish off the second requirement. Basically, I completed the first requirement being within 70 turns, like beat the battle within 70 turns. That's pretty easy with my team. And then beating the mission with S rank, that was pretty easy too. I cleared that in the first try, but I could, it took me a very long time. Actually, not a very long time, but many attempts. Probably, again, like 10 to 15 times before I can actually get none of my units to die, all right? Because sometimes I just get really unlucky. He'll hit my Jiraiya like 3 times. And Jiraiya is really good. Jiraiya, if you take a look at his passive ability, when his HP is 0, so meaning if he dies, he actually revives, right? And he recovers his HP by a medium amount. And his attack, defense, and agility will be increased by 30%. Okay, so this is pretty good for trying to fulfill your second requirement, which is not to have anyone die on your team, because he doesn't really die the first time he dies. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so sometimes he gets killed, revive, and gets killed again, like consecutively. So sometimes it's just bad luck. But this time, instead of what I used to do for my other videos, remember how when you get wiped out, instead of using continue, just quit the application and just reload the application, and you'll be back to the same battle, right? But for me, because as I said in the very beginning, the intro of my video, this team is actually quite strong. It can definitely burst down and kill off Sasuke, even though, let's say, 3 of my teammates have died out of 5. So I can still keep going and just kill him off. So that what I'm doing is just keep killing him without restarting. Just, beat him as many times, and then until I can fulfill the second requirement. The reason why I'm doing this is because we're trying to farm for the item as well. Remember, when you clear this mission for the first time, you actually will get the recipe, but you will still need the materials, right? So you need the materials to actually get the ninja gear. So you actually will need to quote unquote farm this mission. And without an effective and efficient team, you can't really farm this, all right? So this is my efficient team to farm it. So I hope you guys have Onoki, and better if you have 2 or have 3, right? This is like, you know, the times where a duplicate unit is actually quite useful. All right, so anyways, let's go. I'll show you guys what I equipped, and then let's start the battle. I'm sorry for those of you, you know, who dislikes that I am always talking and stuff, but I just want to share with you guys, you know, my tips, my experience into, you know, on here, right? So anyways, let's see. The first one, we have this item. Basically, this is like a ninja knowledge manual. We got this from just the previous event. Who did we fight? Orochimaru and Kabuto, right? So if you guys farm that enough times, you guys will probably have like the materials enough to make 4. But anyways, I actually have enough materials to make 4, but not, well, from the events missions, but not the orbs. You know what I'm saying? Like, it requires this specially large orb, so I don't have that yet. I could only make 3. But anyways, this is a quite good ninja gear. It will buff your attack, defense, and agility by 30%. Okay, so I equipped this to my Jiraiya, and just look at his stats. Pretty good, right? Pretty strong attack, defense, and agility right here. Pretty strong. And then I equipped the size picture book on him, so the chance of being paralyzed will go down by a lot, but his HP will be decreased by 10%. Okay, and also I equipped the Pain's ring on him, so after every action, his chakra will be recovered by 7%. All right, and now what's good, or what's to replace this ninja gear, is if you guys have Hiruko, which is the item where you get from beating Sasori, right? If you beat Sasori a lot, you will get that item. That item's pretty OP. I believe that increases your defense by 5,000 and increases your HP by 3,000, or the other way around. But then your agility will be decreased by like 30 or something. But anyways, that item is pretty good. So that means your defense and HP will go up by a lot. So that kind of replaces the need to have a team support that buffs your whole team's defense. But anyways, because I don't have that, I don't even have 1 Hiruko. Sasori is pretty hard to beat, and I can't farm him. So I'm sticking with this item. All right. So if you guys don't have this item, go with items that buffs the defense or HP. All right, guys. That's what you need. You don't really need attack on Jiraiya. And not even Oonoki, because he does, you know, he scales off HP, all right? So I'll show you guys. This is the dust type technique that Sasuke is afraid of in this mission. And what it'll do is it'll deal 8% of his maximum HP, not the current HP. It's different from Kakashi. This deals 8% of the maximum HP. So if, let's say, Sasuke has 10,000, all right? So this will deal, 10,000 max HP. It'll deal 8% off that. And let's say if his current HP is down to 1,000, all right? This will not be 8% of that 1,000. It'll still be 8% of that 10,000, all right? So anyways, over here, I equipped the chakra item, which is chakra cost decreased by 9%, size picture book, and defense increased by 5,000. I tested out all different ninja gears I have. I actually tried it out. I actually tried out the HP item where I increased HP by 2,400, but that I tend to die more easily with that item. All right. So at the end, I just chose this one. And Naruto, why is Naruto necessary here? It's because of his second skill, guys. He will buff your whole team's agility by 60%, okay? Before using Naruto, I was just using Oonoki's second skill. That will buff your whole team's agility by 50%, but that means for that turn, I would have used a lot of chakra just to buff the whole team's agility, and I just lost like 50 to 60k damage. So I was like, that's not good. I need another person that buffs the whole team's agility, right? You actually will need a lot of agility in order to beat this, in order to burst Sasuke down, right? My strategy here is to try to kill him ASAP before he does anything to us. So if, let's say, you move like 3 or 4 times before you move once, then GG, right? You guys have the upper hand. So anyways, so that's what Naruto is mainly going to be used for. Okay, and exactly the same items as Ohanoki, but because I have the lower tier version of this one, so chakra cost decreased by 6% only. I'm still working towards the other chakra headband where I can get chakra decreased by 9%. Okay, and take a look at my Nindo level. He's 9 out of 10 now, and yes, because I got like 10 of these Narutos in those gacha tickets already. Hilarious, right? But anyways, it's useful now. Okay, and secondly, I just maxed him out today to level 80, so he's not going to be as powerful. He's just going to deal around 49k damage, but still pretty strong. And again, exact same items as the other Ohanoki. Defense increased by 5,000, and chakra cost decreased by 6%, because I don't have the other one, right? And the reason why you would use defense instead of attack is because attack scales off the HP. It's 8% of maximum damage. So whether you have like 20k attack or like just 1k attack, it doesn't matter. So don't waste your ninja gear slot is what I'm trying to say. All right. So let's go. I'll show you guys how to beat him. Well, hopefully luck is on our side because you will need some luck for this one. And for those of you who are wondering, Ohanoki's leader skill doesn't really concern us. It's just gonna buff. It's just gonna wait. Was it gonna buff or decrease incoming dust type damage? I forgot. It's not really important. Anyways, so over here we have 3 of the flying guys, and then we have Master Jiraiya and the student Naruto right here. So let's go. We're gonna blast him, and then we're gonna use the support ability right here. All right, and then for Jiraiya, I'm just going to use the second ability. This is to use the super large Rasengan to hit him. Deals more damage. Not that it matters like a lot, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you see what I mean? Like one hit, you almost die. And if luck's not on our side, the next time he does a move, he might just hit him again and he dies. Then there goes your second requirement. Just re-farm it, alright? Just redo it. So I don't think I'm gonna just keep farming for this video. I think you guys will get bored. I'm just gonna show you the general strategy of how I achieved my requirement, right? But take a look, man. 60,000 right there, 50,000 right there, 50,000 damage. He's already down. We're only at turn 8, right? I can pretty much defeat him within 20 turns. So what I'm going to do with Naruto right now is I'm going to just make him defend, and I'm just going to make him attack again. So again, if we're lucky enough, good. He didn't target my Ohanoki this time. But see, he can one-hit K. Oh no. Alright. So Jiraiya shouldn't die yet. If he dies next, he's going to revive with some HP left. So right now, what you want to do is take note. They are in the black flamed status right now, so that means per turn you'll take damage and decrease your agility. So that's when you want to start using Naruto's buff per turn. So that will keep on buffing the agility by 60%. So whenever it goes down, you know what I'm saying? It's important because you will need the Ohanoki's damage like right away because he has like almost full chakra and I can use skill 1, right? So if you're missing his damage, then that's a lot of damage being missed right now. So I'm just going to keep making them defend so at least they don't die while charging up chakra. And I'm just going to buff again, alright? So take a look at the action bar right now. If my Ohanokis are able to, well, probably not. If they're able to, attack before Sasuke, then I'll be able to complete all of the requirements in one go. So next hit, he is probably going to kill off one of my units, and then he's going to hit a Chidori on the ground to do an AoE damage. Then my first Ohanoki and my second Ohanoki is going to die. But if we're lucky, he's going to do single attacks on my Jiraiya, then he won't die, and instead he will just revive. All right, so that's the best case scenario for me, but we'll see. Or this will do too because he's full HP. Oh, not good. See, that's bad. He just killed off all my Onoki. So exactly, sometimes it really depends on luck, because if, let's say, I started the game with, let's say, him buffing the whole team's agility, and then I was able to just keep dealing damage to him with the Onokis, then he should die, alright? Right now he should have 0 HP or just 1, so just gonna auto attack him. I'm just gonna punch him. Okay, too bad he doesn't die, then I'll die. Okay, so this is pretty unfortunate. I'm just going to show you guys one more time. This is, you know, I didn't expect this to happen, alright? So I'm just gonna quickly exit the app, reload, and let's do something different in between to kind of change the AI's patterns. So be right back. Alright, I'm back. So here we go again. This is the second try. It will be the exact same patterns for me, because I just exited the app and just reloaded. So in order to change something different, we have to change what we do differently in order for the AI to respond differently, alright? But anyways, my first 3 attacks going to be the same. But instead, for Jiraiya, instead of using the second ability, I'm just going to use the first skill, alright? Instead of the second skill. So that will already change what's going to happen next. So that should do it. So one little change will change a lot. Well, okay, and now we changed for the worse. Now he's paralyzed, but what can we do? Nothing. So let's continue. And instead of attacking my second guy, he chose to attack the first guy now. So anyways, I'm just gonna buff with my Naruto. I could actually use him to Rasengan, but it's kind of a waste of chakra, you see. And it's really fast. Look, he just got paralyzed for 1 turn, and now I can use it again, so it didn't really affect me. And I'm glad he didn't use Amaterasu on him again, or else he'll die. See, this is the time where he tries to kill off your unit by attacking them twice. Okay, and take note, once his HP goes down to about, what, 30%? He will start using Susanoo that turn, and once he uses Susanoo, he'll take, his HP will go down every single turn. And this is the best time to actually kill him off, because when he uses Susanoo, he won't attack during that turn. Then he'll attack the second turn, and if my Onokis are all able to attack before he does anything, he should die by then, alright? So let's hope for the best this time. Okay, I'm gonna buff their agility, and I'm just gonna use Jiraiya to attack. Hopefully that'll work. Oh, we should be able to do it. Yes, guys. See, I'm glad it didn't take too many turns, only our second try, and we got it. See, none of my guys died, and if Jiraiya dies, he's gonna revive again, and we only took 24 turns, right, out of 70 turns, and that's what we get. Alright, sound good? And let me show you guys the recipe, alright, like what we're gonna get and stuff. So, you know, good luck to all of you guys who are trying to do this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to just comment down below. I'll try my best to respond to you guys ASAP, as usual. Okay, take a look at this one here. And I really think that they should do something about this menu now, because there are just way too many items for us to scroll through. So this is the Hawk or Eagles team's cloak right here. And these are all the things you need. We already got the red cloth. We just need the black cloth right here. And you can only farm this at the Super S rank mission for Sasuke. But again, as you can see, I can easily defeat Sasuke even if one of my Onoki dies. Well, but not the first try, obviously. But anyways, I can just keep farming with this team. And what it does is it'll actually this one is actually pretty good. There's no no cons for this item. Basically, what it'll do is it'll buff the blaze type skill damage by 40%. Okay, which is the only one with the blaze type right now is Sasuke. All right, the Amaterasu Sasuke. Buff his skill damage by 40% and his maximum HP increased by 40% as well. So even though if you're not using this for the blaze type skill damage, you can increase your HP by 40%. So that's a lot, because the other HP increased item was Hiruko, which is a Sasori item. Oh, sorry guys, it's HP increased by 4,000, not 3,000, because I didn't remember that. And also, lastly, the other HP increase item was the item that I mentioned about, right? Max HP increased by 2,400. So, so using this item will be pretty good if you're just buffing their HP, because, this is all positive, no negatives in here. So yeah, so that's about it. So good luck to all of you guys who are trying to farm for the materials to make that item. All right, and good luck to those of you who are still struggling in beating the Sasuke. Yeah, and that's all I can show you, because that's the units that I find works the best. I tried out different combinations, tried out different ninja gear. So if you guys have better items than I do, like ninja gear, then definitely use those, because I have really weak ninja gear item comparing to a lot of guys out there. So maybe it'll be easier for you, I don't know, but if you're doing the poor guy's way like me, then you guys can try it out this way. All right, sound good? So take care, all of you guys, and I hope you guys have fun, enjoy. Don't make it like a grind fest and eventually making you quit. Remember to have fun in this Naruto game, and remember to leave a comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and I will try to respond to you guys as soon as possible. All right, so take care, and I'll see you guys at my next video. Bye now.